Hi friends! Now is a good time to lighten our hearts and spark our souls. Tara, let's try to live light. Welcome back to our regular Live Lighters at sa lahat ng nanonood for the first time, kasama na kayo sa weekly check-in natin. Let me introduce myself again. Ako si Jody and I am a breadwinner. Pinalaki ako ng mama at ng lola ko. Silang dalawa, pareho silang kumayod at nagsakripisyo para mabigyan ako tsaka yung kuya ko ng maayos na buhay. So when I started working in my teens, I decided to step up. To borrow SB19's Mapa lyrics. Ako nang bahala, labis pa sa labis ang iyong nagawa, mama. Pahinga muna. I was not forced. I volunteered. And I am grateful for the sense of fulfillment na nakukuha ko from providing for my family. Pero sa kabilang banda, alam ko na hindi lahat ng breadwinner ganito ang karanasan. Hindi lahat ganito ang tingin at saloobin sa sistema o kultura ng pagkakaroon ng breadwinner sa pamilya, which is totally understandable because imagine waking up every day knowing that your whole family's livelihood depends on you. Ikaw lang yung may kakayahan, ikaw lang yung inaasahan, yung ikaw lang lagi. Pero bakit nga ba nagkakaroon ng setup na iisang tao lang ang nagtatrabaho para sa buong pamilya?
Marami tayong pag-uusapan tungkol sa pagiging isang breadwinner and usually that is a great topic to start with, lalo na tayo sa mga Pilipino na talagang maraming kumakayod, yung iba nag-OFW pa, yung iba nagdo-double job pa, yung iba nag-student and working at the same time, no? Typical norm na nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas, no? Usually, at ang ating nakagawian, ang mga tatay talagang family provider. They work in morning until evening and then yung mga nanay sila yung homemaker, we called it. And then researchers nagkakaroon ng shifting, no? Dahil sa taas ng bilihin, sa hindi sapat yung pagbibigay ng pinaka-main breadwinner which is the daddy. Minsan yung nanay nag-work na rin part-time, minsan full-time pa, no? And then siblings, nagtutulong-tulungan para they can also earn money and be a contributor to the financial needs of the family.
Tingin ko, isa sa reasons kung bakit pumatok yung movie ni Vice Ganda na And the Breadwinner Is, ay dahil marami sa atin ang nakaka-relate sa kwento ng lead character na si Bambi. As the movie showed, diba, malaki ang mental and emotional impact ng pressure sa isang breadwinner. Yung stress, yung guilt, anxiety, and eventually, syempre mapapagod ka, diba? Mababurnout ka. Dagdag pa dyan yung homesickness pag OFW naman ng provider. Ibang klase rin yung financial pressure. Yung minsan tatanungin sa sarili mo, saan ba ako kukuha ng mga pagkakakitaan para sa buong pamilya, pang tuition, pang bills, pang bayad ng utang, at usually, huli o wala sa listahan yung pang-personal mong pangangailangan. And what happens when all of those pile up? Tapos, sabay-sabay, paulit-ulit. Of course, it takes a toll on the breadwinner. Ang masaklap na resulta, exhaustion and other stress-related conditions dahil sa neglected personal well-being. Ito yung literal na nauubos ka para maibigay ang lahat sa pamilya. Sa family, may hindi ring magandang epekto to dahil sa dependence nila doon sa breadwinner. Of course, they lack financial capability and independence. As a result, nawawalan sila ng drive and grit sa buhay kasi nasanay sila sa comfort at security na hatid ng breadwinner. At sa buong pamilya, ang laki nung nangyayaring power imbalance at nandyan na rin yung resentment na maaaring maging cause ng mas malaking problema sa samahan nila. Sa kabila ng mga nakakaalarmang pagsubok na to, being a breadwinner also has its meaningful rewards and joys. There's a sense of purpose and fulfillment in uplifting your family. The very thought of a chance for generational change to break cycles of struggle and to create better opportunities para sa mga kapamilya mo, that is a great motivation. Despite the pressures, it fosters a culture of giving and responsibility na hopefully ma-imbibe ng buong pamilya. Being a breadwinner also develops life skills like problem solving and leadership. While we honor the challenges that most breadwinners face, it could help kung subukan nilang yakapin ang mindset of gratitude, shared responsibility, and balance. And that balance is only achieved when healthy boundaries are set. Sa lahat ng fellow breadwinners ko dyan, listen to your body, listen to your emotions. Valid ang mga yan eh. Pag kapakanan mo na ang nalalagay sa alanganin, learn to draw the line. Okay lang naman to pause and then continue with your purpose. If you must stop, then stop. It's a lovely and noble thing to be of service to your family. Pero tandaan mo rin ha, hindi ka alipin, hindi ka robot, hindi ka ATM. Pamilya ka. Tao ka na may sariling damdamin, pangarap, at hangganan. You sacrifice your time, your energy, and yourself to provide for your family. So please make sure to recharge, to refuel, to recover. At uulitin ko, hindi yan selfish because you must take care of yourself first before you take care of others.
But you know, through the years, sa Pilipino, marami nangyayari na ang ating mga magulang ay tumatanda. Di na sila nakakapagtrabaho mabuti o talagang tinuluyan na lang mag-retire at andun na lang sila sa bahay. They are being dependent on the children. Yung mga anak na mayroong mas malaking abilidad, ang siyang binibigyan nila ng mas priority na magtrabaho. And that is the case for now, no? Kaya minsan yung mga anak na yun, hindi na nakakapag-asawa, hindi na nila naiisip yung kanilang future at naibibigay nila sa pamilya kung ano na earn nila. So yun ay parang napakalaking burden sa isang tao na siya lang yung breadwinner. I think the right mindset is that all parents should work hard to raise their children without expectation whatsoever. Kung magkusa sila magbigay, mag-contribute, so be it. Pero tayo, as parents, we need to save money for our future and our future retirement. Yung mga mababait pang mga magulang, nag-iwan pa naman ng malalaking mana para sa kanilang mga anak. At the same way, yung mga children naman, they work hard. They earn more so that they can also, when they raise their own family, ganun yung nagiging tradition natin. And that's how to become a good breadwinner in the family.
While being a breadwinner is a noble act, it also comes with challenges. Masarap maging breadwinner, at the same time, mahirap. Sometimes you tend to worry not only about yourself, but your family too. Masarap at mabuti sa pakiramdam na nagiging blessing ka sa family mo. Pero nandun din yung takot at pangamba na paano kung may mangyari sa'yo na makakaapekto sa kabuhayan ng pamilya mo. Kadalasan, isang tao lang ang kumikilos para sa lahat. Naisip ko na mas makabubuti kung magtutulungan lahat ng able-bodied family members. But it's always up to us how we perceive what being a breadwinner is. Basta, at the end of the day, huwag mong kakalimutan ng sarili mo. You can't give what you don't have. Are you or is someone you know also a breadwinner? At kahit ang main provider sa pamilya, try to answer this question. What can you do to create a better future for you and your loved ones? I-share nyo ang sagot ninyo along with your other thoughts and feelings about our session today. Comment na kayo and join our Live Light Facebook group. Like and share this video and please subscribe na sa the JSM channel if you haven't yet. Remember, when life feels heavy, it's time to lighten the load. Let go of your worries and let the light in. Ako si Jody, and let's live light. See you on the next video.